Chapter 29. Public Property. Saurabh and his class went for a picnic. As it became dark, they gathered their belongings and got into the bus. Compare both the pictures. Do you find any difference? Yes, of course. The second picture has litter all around. Saurabh and his friends have gathered all their things but left the garbage in the park. Do you think Saurabh would have allowed his friends to do the same in his garden? Rima was delighted. At last she was able to get the famous classic Pinocchio issued from the school library. She started reading the book. But when she came upon page number 54, she realized that the next 5 pages were missing. Someone has torn them. She was annoyed. How could anyone do this? Books in the library belong to all the members of the library. They are not an individual's property. They are public property and for the use by the public. Public property is a property owned jointly by a whole community. Most public property is accessible to and is for the use of the general public. A few examples of public property and space are zoos, libraries, public buses, parks, markets, street lights, and roads. Public property is commonly shared and created for use by the public. Everyone has the right to access and use public property and space. However, sometimes limitations are imposed on the usage of space and property to prevent actions that are harmful for the public and the property. Now, let us see what happened with Rima one day. What are you doing? This is public property. Haha, we are the public. This is our property. We will break it. If it is your property, you should look after it. We will do what we like with it. The next day, when it became dark, that girl was right. We cannot see anything now. The lights were for our use. We were foolish to have not looked after our property, public property. The next day, the two boys went to Rima and apologized. Rima explained that street lights are public property. They need to be looked after by the public. But Rima, asked Saurabh, who pays for these things? Rima smiled and said, our parents, of course. You see, our parents pay taxes to the government. The government uses these taxes to give us these facilities. So when we destroy or damage public property, we are actually wasting the hard-earned money of our parents. Now I understand, said Saurabh. Thank you for making us aware of such an important issue. We often see and hear of people destroying and burning buses and trains, breaking furniture in public places, scratching on monuments, pasting posters on walls, and dumping garbage on roads and other common areas, said Saurabh. He continued, there are some people who steal too. Things are stolen from railway compartments, buses, and public parks. These activities are really a cause for worry. The destruction of public property and its theft causes great losses to the government and inconvenience to the public. We need to check destruction and theft of this property that belongs to the public, added Saurabh. Rima smiled and said, and the public is us. So this property is ours. We have created it, we use it, and hence we must look after it.